Yes, we'll see a squad from the MAC. The Kent State Golden Flashes. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some early game jitters showing there. Very fortunate to retain possession on the opening kickoff. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Golden Flashes will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Gardner. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David. This receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Maybe play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. The Golden Flashes moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works his way for three and gets him out to the 5-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as And the golden flashes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Looking downfield, it's Gardner. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. Quarterback that forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the golden flashes want to move quickly. Sends it back in motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. He'll take a shot. Pass is broken up, incomplete. incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the golden flashes want to crank the tempo. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The golden flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Coleman. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He makes a grab. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the golden flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Gardner. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You've got to call it at the right time. And they picked the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Running to Green. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll leave it with him. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The golden flashes will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And the golden flash will head quickly to the line. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback will keep it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Smith. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Let's it fly. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Let's it fly. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. And the golden flashes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. You talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll try to do it himself, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The golden flashes line up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snares it outside. It's Peoples.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run. And
he's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the golden flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up the 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Right on the money.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got him downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Peoples. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been unbelievable.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The option look. Now the pitch. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the 1st down.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting a run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're going to run it. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
The result of the play is a turnover on downs. Here we go.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll run the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Perry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And that's a live ball. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They're facing a 3rd down. The give on the option. Turns it on in midfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just
turning it on. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face. And
throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And the Golden Flashes line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the